It has been 1 year since Horizon Forbidden West came out for the PS4 and the PS5, and with its 1 year anniversary as well as its addition to PlayStation Plus coming up here in the next couple days or so, I wanted to go back and revisit to look at why this game was so special. Sadly, it was overshadowed by Elden Ring, but I think going back and appreciating this game for everything that it does have to offer, as well as, again, with Burning Shores coming up, I think may get a lot of you to try and revisit this game and give it a second chance, or if you never gave it a chance in the first place, might want to go and give it a chance. So without further ado, remember, if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave it a big old like. If you enjoy content like this, you want more like it, be sure to check out that button underneath the video. It used to be red, it says subscribe. Also got to thank my channel members, you guys help make these videos possible. If you want to join, get access to the exclusive perks that they get, be sure to check out that blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. We're starting off here at night, just gotten to the mountain base. I'm kind of making my way truly into the Forbidden West here, and as you can see, I mean, that's a vista. Come on. And look how beautiful. You got this kind of green, creepy green aura in the sky at night. This game is stunning, though. And I think a lot of people forget how dynamic the world is in Forbidden West. I know it's only been a year, and this game was massively overshadowed by Elden Ring, but there's a lot to take in, and a lot catches your eye. I mean, look, there, see that right there? That's a place we can go and climb up to. A place we can go and explore. It's a point of interest, but that's not where we're going to be going today. There are, of course, dangerous machines out at night. And so that's what I mean when I say dynamic. Things can get a bit more dangerous depending on when you travel. Now, would it be smart of me to wait till daytime? Yes. Am I going to do that? No. Now, we can't go this way because of the red blight. Makes it a little dangerous to pass through. Even if you don't die running through there, it's just not worth the health hit. I have a quest way out in the distance. I want to venture to this little side quest over here and see just kind of what we encounter along the way. I don't have a mount right now, but that's fine. I mean, I think taking in this world as slowly as possible is probably the best way to go about things. There are live animals still. Due to the lore, there's only certain ones that have been able to be reintroduced to the population of the Earth. So that's why you won't ever really find like any kind of crazy animals. Maybe one day, maybe the series will say, oh, there was some way that they were able to get these certain animals out and about. But for now, it is machines and people that rule the world. Rebel outpost over that way. I don't know if I have a pathway through that. I know there's a mountain there. Just see what's over here. Again, I'm kind of halfway through the game. Right about level 19 or 20 in that kind of area. Like we got some machines over here. We also got a little shelter, so we're going to prepare a little bit before we go try and take on these machines. Plenty of little health bushes. Don't really need to do much of that right now. There's a good amount of depth based on what kind of equipment that you want to have equipped for certain encounters. But even then, before we get into that, gonna have to scout what we're looking at over here, because we got some dangerous prey. Now this prey is also surrounded by the red blight. I may have to find a special way to get in there. One of the things about Horizon's combat, as fun and engaging as it is, you do really have to focus on scouting. It's very much about the hunt. Now there are pieces on here that you can detach. Sometimes some of the predator bots will have weapons that you can detach off them and use against them. Sometimes it's just loot. I can actually override these if I wanted to. And I'll be able to ride them. But I don't know if I want to do that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get through here because of the blight. There is a pathway through. I'm just afraid if I start a combat encounter, I might get blighted up. Regardless, let's have some fun. Now you will maybe hear the controller through my microphone here. The PS5 controller, it will make noises a lot in this game to really take advantage of that dual sense, the kind of microphone and everything. I got to be quick about running through this blight because it will damage Aloy. All right, let's get out of the blight. Now you can stay on some of these paths and be okay. As you can see, the health has stopped going down. It's just as long as you're not in the red kind of weedy areas. Now those weren't apex creatures. There are apex creatures that again are a bit more dangerous at night. That's part of how dynamic this world is. We'll see if as we kind of explore here, if we come across them. There's something so beautifully eerie about those up on the cliff. Part of being in Tenakth land. Find these cliffs here. It is one thing this game did a lot better than Zero Dawn. It is the ability to traverse. You just scan with your focus. There is a setting where you can have these on all the time. So whatever's climbable is always visible to you. So that way it's really easy to see instead of spamming the focus all the time. But personally, I find it more immersive to use the focus. We're going to have to see how we want to approach this. We didn't encounter much in the way of apex predators over this evening stroll through the mountains. Now, the one thing everyone seems to know about this game is just how stunning it is to look at. And I think this is a perfect example right here. It didn't win best graphics for no reason. I think when you saw in the fight earlier, some of the particle effects, and it just gets better as you go.
Not one more step. The Tenakth don't suffer outlanders in the Clanlands.
I was given rite of passage by Marshal Fashav. I'm not here to fight.
Hair like blood. This is the warrior who defeated Gruta, champion of the traitor Regala. Her life is not ours to take. You may enter, but mind our ways. You will be watched.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, the Tenakth are great. They're a little intense. That is one thing you have to praise about this game. And really it and Zero Dawn, where I start this side quest here. In Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, you have this thing where you have to create the cultures of the post-apocalyptic world. Tenakth, the Ataru, all those rebels, the politics of it all, Marshal Fashav, the Karja, the Nora. All of them, all of their mythologies, their beliefs, their cultures, societal structures. But you also have to craft what happened to the old ones, why it happened, the new things you're going to discover, why things are the way they are. I think that's just so amazing. Because even something as simple as this settlement, it has to be unique. This has to portray the Tenakth culture, what they're about, what they believe in. And when you venture to other areas of the map, such as visiting the Otaru and their places, it's just incredible what they were able to pull off.
Don't get water, then everyone dies. I'm going back to the pens. I'll gut those machines myself.
So machines did this?
An Easterner with a hair like blood. The Outlander from the embassy.
You killed Greta, Regala's champion. He was one of ours.
It's Aloy, and I'm not looking for any trouble.
Maybe I could use some trouble right about now. Out there is a big herd my people harvest. We take the machines' hearts, send them to our capital, get paid with water. Gets harder every year. Killer machines keep showing up to defend the herd. Last one hit us right as we were penning up our prey. Nearly wiped us out. But our quarry is still in the pens, which means if I can get their hearts, we can trade for the water we need.
If you go out there alone, you'll probably wind up dead, Draka.
I'm not going alone, Chaplain. The great champion killer's coming with me.
I'll help you harvest those pen machines if I can. Probably better if you don't do it on your own. Seems like your village needs you right now.
I like her.
An outlander after my own heart. We can leave now, or I can meet you at our outpost southeast of here.
I'll go with you.
We'll go now, because why not? I want to preface this by, this isn't a main quest, of course, so if you're worried about spoilers, if you haven't played the game for some reason, after 1 year, this is just one of the more fun side quests. Sorry for a weird cut. I wanted to make sure that I had the quest selected. But like I was saying, this is one of the more fun side quests in my opinion. At least it's more intriguing. I think it's a great example of some of the way that they structure side quests in this game, because they really do a phenomenal job. Even though this is one side quest, it doesn't tell the full story. It, of course, has its own little arc that you'll go through, but there's much more to it, so I don't feel like I'm gonna ruin the entire side quest for y'all. If you are watching this and you haven't played the game or you haven't played this side quest, I do highly recommend doing this one. I am also playing in the favor resolution mode. I believe they updated it at one point on PS5. I want to say it goes up to 40 frames per second now as opposed to being down at 30. I could be wrong about that, so feel free to correct me in the comments. But I did originally when I played it, I can't deal with super low frames, and I feel like the 60 FPS mode did a bit better justice to the particle effects and everything in this game, just with how smooth they rendered. I mean, just look at that vista. I know graphics aren't everything in a game. This game does so much better than just graphics, but it's wow. Just from the vistas to the detailed armor, like here, if you go into photo mode, just look at the armor. I mean, look at the details. There's like scratches on it like it's been used before. I mean, just details. Look at the end of the spear here. You can see little scratches from where it's been used. And the tattoos, the focus. It's amazing. I wonder if I can look at his armor. He's an NPC in a side quest. Look at the detail, the face paint. I mean, tattoo. You can see the hair on the legs. Like, look at the fingers. I mean, I don't have words. Just well done, Gorilla. Well freaking done. But this is where the fun begins.
I'll help you
Okay. We're going to survey the hunt here. Now, should be multiple Ravagers. I know there's the one here. Pretty sure there's another one. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. This one, we want to get the cannon taken off of.
Useful for making dyes.
Okay, so there is another Ravager way back here. Okay, this is going to go super well, I'm sure. He seems to be suspicious. That's okay. Come on. Take that cannon off. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, at least I'm in cover. Oh, that was a great shot. Now, one thing I'm not doing, it's probably a good idea, is their weak stuff is acid, and you will do more damage against them if they are covered in things they're weak against. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna disagree with that hit. Alright, got him covered in acid. Whew. We're gonna climb up here, get some cover. Now we don't want to get trapped up here, so we got to keep moving. I thought I had shot the cannon off. For some reason, it is impossible. Oh no, I did. Whew. Where are you, Mr. Cannon? That is not... Okay, here we go. Alright, that was very satisfying. We're oh god, I hate Ravagers. They're just very... That's not... Okay, no thanks, no sir. No sir. What? Midair? This is how you know Ravagers are just BS in this game. Man hit me midair. That is not fair. Well. Reach level 20. That's a good start. These stag things aren't really much of a challenge. You just gotta kind of get out of their way. Heart palpitations. Alright, where's the last one? Hello, sir. Nice. So as you can see, just to kind of... With the combat, I mean, it is... It can be very fast-paced. But there's an element of slow pacing to it. Because the kind of preparation, like, I don't know if you've heard the saying, everything happens slowly and then all at once. That kind of epitomizes the gameplay loop. Like, yes, there is kind of a slow build up at times, but once things kick off, they really, really happen. And honestly, I don't know if the pacing sometimes does the game justice. It feels like you can run into so many encounters so quickly that it can feel like you have these weird random moments of having to slow down to hunt, but there's so many that happen in a row. It can just feel a little bit odd. But, I mean, you also have the ability, you can just kind of avoid a lot of engagements as well. So it doesn't have to be that way, but if you want it to be, you can have that option to really run in with every fight that you can get to.
I lost a lot more fighters there. I can't just leave them to rot. They deserve to be bagged and tagged too. Will you come with me?
Lead the way.
Glad to have you along.
Okay, if I said this is where the fun begins earlier, it's about to get a whole lot more fun. Again, you might hear some sound effects from my DualSense controller. That's just part of recording, honestly, with this thing. Where did... Oh, okay, there he is.
Commander,
Back to the Vista.
Please, the only thing she'll listen to is the sound of a bow being drawn.
Let me know down below if you've played through this side quest. Who did you more agree with? I don't want to spoil anything, but did you agree with Draka or the commander? I can't remember her name at this point because I haven't gotten there yet, or they might have mentioned it and I wasn't paying enough attention. But who would you side with?
Sense, soldier.
Uh-oh.
To battle.
Okay. Burrowers are the little rats of this game. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Revive. Be quick, 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 quick. Get back up. Oh, you little psychopath. Oh, God. Let's do a mid-fight scouting. Okay, so they're strong versus fire, and they can destroy that. Alright, cool. Oh man, Apex creatures can be a pain. And the Thunderjaw's back. Right when I'm out of good berries. Okay, well this could be a problem. Alright. Oh, this could be such a problem. I can't believe I basically dodged that. Oh, that's so... I'm so screwed. I am so screwed. Oh, I'm gonna have to find something. I know that there's a way. How did that even hit me? Some Some of the hitboxes are just nonsense, not gonna lie. But you can also do some things like this.
Any dead Ravagers around? We can use their cannons.
I'm trying. You distract him. I'll take random damage. Oh my god, why does he have to be chasing me? Oh my god.
Cannons should help me deal with the big guy. One of its weapons broke off. I can use it.
Oh, so not cool. Not cool. There's a dust storm? I don't know why this is like the hardest Thunderjaw fight in the whole game. I don't know how many Ravager cannons there were. I want to do some quick scouting. No, oh yes, thank you for telling me it's added to the machine catalog. Weak versus acid. All right. Oh, good thing I have these. And then I can do this. You combine tear with whatever it's weak against. You can do a number on them. The hunt, well done. Oh man, this still gets my heart pounding. I've done this fight so many times, it still gets my heart going. Like I said, sometimes the hitboxes can feel like a little bit of BS in this game, but I mean, the spectacle of every fight is so good.
Well, this'll do.
Yeah, we need to check on them. I need to gather some medicinal herbs, if you know what I'm saying. Also, if you were to place a gamble as to which modern multi-billionaire today would end up becoming Ted Faro, do let me know down below. Because I'd be interested to have that conversation. I think that would be a fun conversation to have. Who's most likely to be Ted Faro? I'm just kidding. Kind of. Glide time. Okay, I didn't have to glide. There was a path right here. Epic gamer moment.
Didn't think I was going to make it. You did good, soldier. You're going back home. Thanks to this one.
You were the one who refused to leave your people behind.
I know I'm racking up favors here, but, did you take those hearts back to Arrowhand? We'll be right behind you.
Of course. Be careful.
With that,
God, notice the detail on Aloy's face. She's sweating because it's the desert. I remember that being one of the things they pointed out when this game came out. The sweat in the desert. Kind of reacting to the wind. But if you're in like a cold area, you're like cold. You'll shiver and all that. Kind of similar. I mean, Red Dead 2 did a similar thing. Obviously, it's not the first game to ever do it. I think this one does it in a more detailed way. I think in Red Dead, it was more of a gameplay thing where it would affect your health cores. Whereas this, you can kind of visually see it. I wish almost, okay, one thing, I was honestly going to cut this part of the video. I wish one thing you could do is have like distraction arrows. So like from here, when you have something like a Ravager that can kind of scan and see you from a ways. Maybe a way to just lob an arrow one direction, see if that can distract them for a moment. Obviously, it sounds like that'd probably be like a late game ability, but I think that'd be cool. Speaking of late game, for humanity at least, this game nailed a few things with regards to making it really, you really feel the downfall of mankind from 1,000 years prior. There's a lot of places where you can see where a battle happened, where humanity made its last stand for Project Zero Dawn. I think this game, well, of course, Zero Dawn does a good job of it. This game really, I mean, you can just see almost like a still picture what the final moments, the final days of mankind was. It's really well done. The world building in this franchise has to be one of the best of any game, kind of like I mentioned earlier, because they have to do the past and the present. There's not like history you can just rely on. You have to build mostly from scratch. Like, when I say mostly, like 99% from scratch. All of this, the entire Tenakth culture here, the way it works, this specific sect of the culture, what's going on today, why people are the way they are in this world, and what happened to the old ones is all created from someone's imagination. I love that. It just chains right into the next whole chain of side quests. That just all of the side content in this game is amazing. I know I said this one's one of the more memorable ones, but honestly, they're all such high quality. I would definitely recommend don't just rush through the main story. Really sit and soak in some of the stories around the world. There's so much to tell, and there's so much that I can't even get to just in this video. This game is, in my opinion, truly one of the more underappreciated achievements for open world games. It's really, I know some people say, oh, they're tired of the formula and everything like that. If any game nails the formula, it's this one. It is not just oh, let's just throw an open world with a bunch of markers on it. It is so much more than that, and I think truly giving it a chance, you would really enjoy this game. If you haven't played it already, if you have played it, 1 year later, I'd give it a go. We've got Burning Shores coming in April. That's going to be perfect timing right alongside something like Jedi Survivor. I'm really excited for it. I'm really excited to see where the story goes, the lore around this game. It's one of the most captivating lores in fiction, especially for video games. Like, it's really one of my favorites. It's both very cynical and very optimistic. It does such a great job handling the theme of duality. And if you've played the games, if you understand the lore, some of the themes involved, I think you would kind of get that point. Anyway, though, that was one preview into the Forbidden West. If you did enjoy this type of video, you want more of these live style, exploring the worlds of these games, seeing why they were or are so special, let me know down below. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. If you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.